Hello, Amy. So good to be here to hang out with you every Wednesday.
So nice to see you. I'm really I'm impressed because Jing is just come straight from her challenge that she's doing, and I give her a bit of time to recover, and then nope, you got to go straight back on live because we promised you guys we'd be there, and winners run through the finish line and finish what they start. So we're here for you guys. So
Exactly.
welcome.
Yeah, welcome everybody. I know some of you might feel like deja vu. I just saw Jing here with Master, and now it's Jing with Amy. Yes, this is our promise. This is like, what is it? It's like if you promise to hang out with your girlfriend every Sunday or something, you show up, right? Unless, if one of us is in bed with like, I don't know, period cramp or something like that. But we can still do Zoom call, right?
This is something that's very key to my character, and is one of probably the reasons why I'm even here, is that if I make these commitments to myself that I'm going to do this, and then no matter what, that I will always show up. And I think that's why Master noticed me, and why I'm even here. So yeah.
Definitely. That's what I love about you, Amy. You have that sort of what is it? That strong commitment. That is a great attitude and a great quality that all of us should learn and be inspired by. And this is why, Amy is drawing so much success to her life and she's growing so much now is because she shows up. So we have to show up. And I'm just so grateful to be here with Amy every Wednesday. And her show up commitment pushes me too. So lots of love for you. And today we're talking about environment and body image. Yay! I can't
Yay.
wait to hear from Amy. I can't wait to bitch and moan about something. No, just kidding. We don't do that.
This is where
Yeah.
we blame everyone around us for our issues. Actually, no, it's not that. I actually don't believe in that, you know? I think when I first started doing, how can we air quote it, self development, um, that that my it seemed like now all of a sudden the reason that you are the way you are is we're going to now blame that on our parents and blame it on and everyone around us. And I think it's important to know that that's actually not the idea. We don't want to be those people who are victims of society. When you're a victim, how does that leave you feeling? If you're a victim, what's the energy behind victim? It's like, I'm powerless. I can't change my circumstances.
Hmm.
That's not what we're wanting you guys to do. We want you to, the only reason that you need to understand why you have the specific issues that you have is to be aware and then
Hmm.
move past them. That's it. So no victims.
Yes,
Strong.
exactly. I love that, right? No victim mindset. The more you're thinking that, oh, so and so did this to me, the more low vibration you're generating for yourself. And yesterday I did this exercise at the beginning of my challenge with the girls, is that, whenever the low vibration happens, it's like it's a triangle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that triangle and flip it. Flip
I
it.
don't know what this was at first, actually, and then it's a flip triangle. Can you explain
Yeah.
that again?
Yes, so actually, when you flip it, right, like this way, and this is a reference to our vibration frequency chart. So everybody has seen it looks like a funnel, right? And the high vibration frequencies are sitting on the top, which have the highest, energy vibrational frequency. So love, joy, peace, and enlightenment, right? So we want to remember the whole our vibration as having the high vibration on the top. So it looks like this, and we want to have those high vibrations to dominate us, not let the low vibrations. So right now if you feel low and victimized and all that, it will look like, yeah, it will look like this, like all the low vibrations at the bottom will go to the top, right? So you don't want to be dominated by that the victim mindset, that low vibration. And when you feel like that, you're like, oh no, I gotta flip my triangle.
Flip the
Flip
triangle.
it.
I
Yes,
love it.
flip the triangle. I know it's not perfect triangle, but it's like ding. Right. So this is a quick little switch. You can see it as a quick little switch there. Yes.
Flip the
So
switch. I love it.
yeah, flip the switch. So it's a quick little hack, but of course, don't rely on that hack. Okay. I mean, the hack is there to remind you, like an alarm, right? Like if you forget something, it pops up. If I forgot that I have to stay, say, committed, and then I have Amy's photo showing up, I save her photo in my phone, and I look at Amy's photo, that the strong, the strong warriors photo, right? Then I remember, like a reminder. Okay, so you guys got that, right? If you didn't get it, yes. And back to what Amy was saying about, like, it's very easy, like very natural for us to point fingers and blaming on our parents and partners or colleagues or people for like, I don't know, like some of the feelings that we are having. Like, I don't feel so good. It's all because of you. But at the end of the day, it comes from within how we respond. It comes from how we respond to the external environment and the external forces. So today we're talking about environment, and I want to hear from Amy because Amy knows that I always talk about the tribe, the people, and those of you who were on my challenge just now, you heard me speaking a lot about EEPE. We're speaking code today. So EE is environment energy, how the environment energy can impact us, impact on our personal growth and the confidence. And also the PE, the people energy in the environment is actually the most important factor than like physical environment or something else, right? So this is actually what we're going to be talking about. And I want to hear from Amy, her experience of PE, people environment, people energy, and EE, environment energy.
So I was getting a very nerdy science aha moment.
That's great. Share with us.
Master actually quotes a lot of very accurate science. Whenever he quotes science in his law of attraction stuff, I'm so happy. Most people just see me as the athlete. There's a lot more to me than that.
Yeah, you're a scientist.
I am actually probably one of the biggest, I say, roles I played in my life other than athlete is being a scientist. I have a biochemistry degree and I did postgraduate in neuroscience, and then I just did a lot of other nerdy research just for fun. So I love to really see the underlying let's say scientific laws behind everything, because it reminds us that actually as unique as we are as humans, we're still connected to everything around us in nature, and we're still subject to the same laws. So when Jing was just talking just then, I was having this let's say image of a magnet. Who's ever done the experiment when you've got a magnet and some iron filings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Did that in primary school.
Yeah.
So fun.
Now, when you use the magnet, so let's say that the iron filings they're not got any magnetic charge, but when you put the magnet near it, they'll all line up with the charge of the magnet and they'll align themselves in this magnetic field perfectly. So you can think about that. We are energy, we emit energy, and without getting into too much science behind it, your, let's say, dominant vibration, you have a vibration that you're operating at right now, whether it's high vibration or medium, low, wherever it is at, that is your energy and that is the frequency that you're emitting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like color. So color is another type of energy. And what we see as red is a specific frequency that object, let's say electrons, are emitting at that time. So you're emitting a certain frequency and this spreads out beyond you. Mm-hmm. And just like as a magnet, right? You know that you don't have to actually contact the magnet with something metal for it to have an effect on it. It's the same with you. Your frequency is affecting those around you. And mm-hmm. taking the science aside, we know my energies tend to really be quite obvious. I struggle to hide them. So people know if I'm having a bad day. They're like, oh my God, what's wrong?
They feel your magnet. Amy magnet.
Just as much, let's say, I want to say feedback, beautiful feedback. I had people from the yoga challenge messaging me saying, I love your energy. It makes me feel so good. Great. So I have to hide myself on a bad day because it just so strong.
Right.
And people really pick up on it. And you know that you have those people that they walk into the room and you just think, oh God, like what's like your Eeyore? They're like Eeyore from Scooby-Doo, right? They just affect you. So yeah. Other people's energy affects us. So one of the things that we're always saying at I Am Creator is, and you might now be getting sick of this, but it's so true. Mm-hmm. Your tribe is your vibe. So let's say my old job as a teacher, I was surrounded by people who were pretty stressed out a lot of the time because we were working in a very bad school. And that stress became collective. And just even as you walked into the corridor, people would notice that because this corridor had a history of bad behavior and lots of teachers leaving, it had a collective negative vibration. So just walking into the corridor, people would just start to feel like really negative about themselves. So you can say that let's say the 5 people that you spend most time with are going, your energies are going to interact until you equilibrize yourselves to around like the same average frequency. So this means that you actually have to be really super important and very, very vigilant about the people that you're spending your time with. So for example, you might have like that friend that you've known for, let's say, all of your life. I have a friend like this. Maybe I'd known her for like 28 years, and then we finally actually had to part ways because our frequencies just didn't align anymore. And this relates back to the body image, because she had a very, very negative body image. She was always going under the knife, changing herself, plastic surgery. She was always posting about how much she hated her body and things like that. And this just started to no longer align with me anymore. So you really need to, I want to say, cut people off. But Master always says that it's very important that you, if you want to aspire to be strong, confident, positive people, you need to be more choosy about the people that you're spending most of your time with. Don't
Absolutely.
just teach friends. Okay.
Yes, exactly. I also say the same. Yeah. Don't teach your family.
Or your family, but you can love them from afar. And also, when you do have to spend time with them, because obviously it's your family, just make sure that you're spend time with them when you're feeling very strong, and then you can just sit there completely zened out while they're, bitching about life and everything.
Exactly. Be selective, right? Like we have to kind of like train ourselves to be selective and to be strong and to be smart about how we interact with those energies, right? Like you said, don't ditch your friends and family just because, oh, okay, I don't want those 5 people in my magnetic field. But you can actually kind of find ways to, like Amy said, love them from afar, or be selective with how much time you're spending with them. Maybe you want to reduce the frequency, right?
You're exactly right, and you're not doing them any favors. Let's say fine, okay, they're your family. You go over, you sit down, and you start bitching and moaning about life, how terrible this year is. So this used to happen a lot with my neighbors. I've moved from there now. So I'd go around, I couldn't sit with them because they'd be moaning about how terrible 2020 is, how nothing good is ever going to happen again, how coronavirus has ruined everyone's lives, how the government's shit, how everything's shit. And I was like,
oh
right,
God,
what good am I doing to myself, them, or the universe? Because if I join in that conversation, we're all going down together.
Exactly. You're dragging down you let that vibration drag you down.
I'm adding another negative energy in there, and like we're all just going to crash. But what good am I doing to them? What good am I doing to myself? And what good am I doing to the collective universe? Nothing. Okay. No. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either choose to like distance yourself maybe in person and really monitor carefully how you interact. The second thing that you can do is become very unreactive, and I would say that you can only really do this when you're in a very strong place emotionally, and you just don't react to any of it. So you're not agreeing with them, you're not disagreeing with them, you just okay, just singing Sound of Music in your mind, raindrops and roses, and just ignoring all of this that's going on around you. So there's that you can do, or you can just realize that this is no longer a healthy relationship for either of you. You're dragging each other down. There's no way to that you're going to progress. I realize I'm talking a lot, but I have one more thing to say.
Oh no, go ahead. No, keep going. No, this is your moment to share.
I was thinking, it was weird. I was thinking, do I have a lot to say on this topic? And now I'm like, actually, I really do.
Of course.
From her live, so we're giving Jing a rest. She can talk in a minute. But the last thing I'm going to say is one of the main things that I had to do for myself in order to reach this level now that I'm at is just before I moved here to I'm Creative, just before I accepted the role and everything like that, the most crucial thing I had to do is actually to end a relationship that I was in. And this was a relationship where the dynamic was that I'd met this person when I felt not completely, but mostly worthless about myself. I had a very negative body image. I, you know, just really felt like this person was very attractive model. And I was like, why are you with me? So this was the dynamic. Every day I was like, I felt lucky to be with them. I felt like I really didn't deserve it. And I felt like worthless, and maybe they just won't see it. And I have to prove myself and be worthy and good enough to be with this person. And even when I was doing all of my work and stepping out and growing, I grew so much in the first couple of months. But every time I had any interaction with this guy, I would drag me back to being needy, insecure, worthless Amy, who was like, you know, blessed if this person even texted her or paid her any attention. And I just realized after a while, how can I grow when this relationship is always, that's the dynamic that's set between us. You know, you can't, it's going to take a lot. And I really tried to change that dynamic. It just didn't work. I would just kept getting pulled back to my old ways, my old cycles. So eventually I just said, look, nothing, you know, nothing that you've done, except for you kind of treated me like shit. But yeah.
It's okay. I talk like that in my challenge too. Don't worry.
I appreciate it's not actually your fault. That's my stuff. But yeah, that's the way.
It's your BS, right?
But, you know, with love, we need to end this, and it's just not working out anymore. It's not who I am anymore. And then from that point onwards, everything just changed massively with me. So I'm going to hand over to Jing.
That is so beautiful, Amy. I had no idea that's what you actually went through before you know, moved on to like this chapter of your life. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. It's actually not easy, I know, for, you know, someone to just come out and tell everybody this is what happened. And I know a lot of you who are watching right now, you're probably also going through something similar, and let me know. And I actually, on that note, I want to, while Amy was talking about ending a relationship, you know, relationships have a lot of energy, right? The human energy, the PE on you, especially when you're in a, you know, an unhealthy relationship. Can you imagine how much, you know, how much of that magnet, the toxic magnetic field that you're attracting, you're expanding, actually, you're expanding your own negative, you know, magnet field by having that energy in here to double up. So on that relationship note, I actually want to mention that one of the girls from the challenge, I'm not going to disclose her name, but I'm like, oh my God, hands down, have so much respect for you. Yesterday, I gave everybody the homework to go and do something scary out of the comfort zone. And she did something that she had been thinking about for a while, but never had the courage to do. So she decided to, like, I think, confront her boyfriend, and then that led to a breakup. And I was, oh my God. But she's like, you know, I'm a bit sad right now, but I'm feeling good. I'm actually feeling relieved. I was like, oh my God, I did not realize that someone, when they actually took on the challenge, they did the homework, and they actually managed to give her life such a big turning moment. She created that. I'm so proud of her. And if you're watching right now, I'm not disclosing your name, but I know you should be proud of yourself. We're so proud of her. So that was like, oh my gosh, she managed to kick that energy out of her life, and she took that scary action. And just like what you did, Amy. And that's why I was like, oh, you know, I have to mention to you about this girl. By being in our challenge, she finally managed to work up her courage to end that relationship. I'm just like, oh my God. Bless your soul, my dear girl.
That's not easy. That's not easy at all, because these are people that, you know, are, we have feelings for them. We love them. And in our minds, we're always hoping that they'll change, right? We're always hoping, because we've seen it in the movies, that they'll change. But really, what we have to realize, and all jokes aside, because yes, this guy, if I'd explained all the behavior and the way that he was treating me, it wouldn't look good for him. But I know that this is not about him at all. This is something that I manifested. This is a reflection of how I actually felt like I deserved to be treated. So it's set up. It's like we play this game. We play this, let's say, video game over and over again in our lives. If we look back at the relationships, they probably end up going the same way, because this is the reflection of the vibration that I feel about myself. I'm essentially worthless. If someone good treats me well, then I, you know, I don't know why, but like I must do everything I can to keep it, and I must work really, really hard to deserve this every day. That was the vibration that I was operating at. So someone comes into your life and they match that, and they've also got their own issues too, and it matches. and you play that game together. You've got now a guest star in your movie, and you're just
Oh,
playing the
yeah.
movie over and over again, right? This it's not personal. It's not this person's fault. If because if I'd have walked into that relationship believing that, you know, this is not maybe the best way to do it, but like God's gift and you should bow down to me, then I probably would have manifested from him this feeling of worthlessness, and he'd have acted
Right.
in the exact same way. So we have to take the personal name, it's not personal, right? But at the same time, while we're vibrating at that frequency, we're going to keep seeing the same thing over and over again, and it's very, very difficult to change it while you're so close to them. Okay, while
Mm-hmm.
you're still bouncing each other's frequencies and feelings of self-worthlessness and things like that off of each other, you can't see clearly, you can't think clearly, you can't get objective, so it's very difficult to change it. So I would recommend at least take a break, take some space, get some objective distance on it, take a break from each other's energies, allow the energies to clear, and then just see how
Mm-hmm.
it goes. But very, very hard to
Yeah.
fix.
I know that's so spot on. I have been in similar situation myself in the past as well, and I know how much it really affects you and could affect you for a very long time too, right? And speaking of the tribe, we're talking about the tribe, the environment. I actually want to ask everybody here. I don't know, whoever's watching right now, make sure that you do have a tribe. If you don't have a tribe that gives you the good vibes, the good vibe tribe, sometimes we call it, then you have to find yourself one. Like you're in here in the creator circle, then you're definitely in the right place. And you have to stick with this tribe here. And then by being in this massive tribe, because I know this is a massive tribe, right? You also have to form your inner circle tribes. Okay. So I'm not talking about like, high school mean girl gang, not like that. Yeah, but, find the circle, find that inner circle, the smaller tribe where that tribe can actually push you, grow you, and elevate you, and empower you, entertain you, educate you. Right, all of those above. And I know that I'm very grateful that I have found the tribe inside creator circle. I have the wealth yogi tribe. I have the Y4M tribe. That's where I found Amy. If I wasn't in the Y4M tribe, I wouldn't really have. I know I would have met Amy, but not on the personal level, right, Amy? We would, know each other, and we would definitely like cross paths in some ways, but we would not have got the chance to really, really like have this interpersonal sort of like empowerment and the influence on each other, like what we got. It's all because of the Y4M, the yoga tribe. And inside the Y4M, I just wanted to share a little bit more about why it's so important to have that right tribe of energy, the PE, the people energy, to influence you. Because before I came into Y4M tribe, I was actually very, how should I say it, still struggling with discipline. I'm like probably the opposite of Amy. Amy has that athlete's commitment, discipline, like super, like super strong and iron. For me, it's I have my discipline and commitment, but in a different way. So this was something that I was working on, right? So since I'm big on personal development and I'm a personal development coach myself, so I know that this is something that I need to keep on working on. And then I got myself into the Y4M tribe, and this is where you're surrounded by the yoga practitioners, the yoginis and yogis, who also have that high level, I call it the world class, high level personal discipline and the high level commitment, which I needed. I need to have that magnetic field. I need to have that energy to influence me. Imagine if I go into a tribe where everybody is like unmotivated, where everybody is like, not so disciplined and procrastinating and all that. Can you imagine how my vibration will be? I will be thinking, oh, okay, it's okay if I skip a class. Okay, it's okay if I don't do my practice today. But no, not in Y4M. In Y4M, where like if you skip a class, then you probably got double to catch up on, right? And every day, Amy and Rebecca G and Master have been telling us that show up for a class, show up every day. And also I have to mention, when you're in the right tribe that uplifts you, that creates the confidence vibration for you and your body, you will notice that the people inside the tribe are all solution focused. And this is where we're talking about at the beginning, that if you surrounded by the people who are always bitching and moaning all the time, it drags your vibration down. And also, you're only just amplifying the problems, the issues. And when it comes to like a body image, right, it's very often that ladies, when we get together, we bitch moan about, oh, I hate my cellulite, I hate my stretch mark, my tummy, the rolls, and all that, right? We can go on about it for days. But when you're actually with the right tribe, when you're in the right PE, the people environment, okay, you may purge, you may release that, that, okay, once upon a time, I was not happy with it. Or maybe, let's be very honest, right? Maybe right now there's something, like physically or something to do with your body image and physical appearance that's bothering you. But how you react to that is different. You don't stay there and go, I don't know, it's probably unchangeable. I don't think I will ever, build the muscles. I will ever get rid of my tummy fat or something like that. But instead of that, we think about how can we fix it? What solutions do we have? And Amy's an perfect example. Do you guys remember last week Amy was sharing with us that she's still working on something, about her body receiving compliments. But she's like, I'm working on it. I'm not gonna stay in that vibration and always thinking, oh, this and that. So solution focused. And that's what we're here for, right? It's like flipping that triangle, right? Like, okay, we let it out, we've done the complaining. Okay, what are we gonna do about it, right? We're gonna flip it. We're gonna find a solution and end it right now. Enough is enough.
So much for that. I was actually listening to you talking about this tribe, and I was thinking, have I in my life actually ever found a group of people like this before? Because, and I actually don't think that I have. Most of the time, it's we bring each other down. At least in my life,
Mm.
where you're around people, and in all of the jobs that I've been in, all of the teams that I've been in. For example, in one job, people just used to moan about the management, like,
Oh, that happens in every workplace, right?
exactly. And we would have a laugh, but mostly we'd moan about the management. And just as you were saying there, you're around women who are complaining about their body. So you're standing there, and in order to participate in that discussion,
Mm.
you have to think of something you hate about your body.
Well, you can't relate,
Maybe
right?
actually you're in a good mood, and hang on, what do I hate about my body now? How is that healthy? And like the same thing with the work. Or, well, what right, I need to join in here. I need to think about something I hate about the management or the world or the government, just to participate. And I can't think of a group of people anyway that always, like, this community, just build each other up. It's like you've always in your life, you've got that one friend, and you see them and you hear them, or you get a message from them, and you just immediately feel happy. And it's not like a relationship because you're excited they're texting you, but like a friend, and you just think of them and you just laugh or smile, and it's just always uplifting. And this is like Jing and all these yoga people, yoga tribes
Yes.
that I've had just from the very beginning. um Everyone in that community, it was like this feeling of just constantly being lifted up. And
Mm-hmm.
if we just showed up, then, like, actually without really trying that hard, your energy, even if you're in a terrible
Oh,
mood, feeling low, like, you
totally.
just get lifted up. I go about my day now, and like, no matter what happens in the day, like my son locking my keys in the car, that's going to be on an upcoming YouTube video.
Oh, yeah.
In a meeting, and Louis comes along and he's like, Mummy, I've locked the keys in the car, and my spare keys were also locked in the car.
I
And
remember that day.
I just immediately heard Axel's voice, stay solution focused. And then I heard Shabaria in her exact voice going, everything's gonna be okay. Right. And that
And
became
you're
my,
not average.
that's it, you're not average, it's solution focused. And that became my baseline, really. So it's actually like, it's almost like a cheat. It's like, provided you show up in this community, someone's going to lift you up. It's really, really amazing. Never before have I ever been around a group of people who actually, no matter whether or not they are looking at what you're doing and envious, I've never even seen like anyone trying to bring anyone down. And everyone just wants to keep lifting each other up, lifting each other
Mm-hmm.
up. I wouldn't be here without my tribe. Like, I genuinely wouldn't, because I couldn't afford the course and all of that. People stepped up. People were there when I was at my lowest moments, not knowing how I was going to get through everything. And they just kept bringing me here. So this is like
Yeah.
this
Pushing you up. Yes.
manifestation actually is a result of the tribe, and I'm you know, I honestly, I've just never seen anything like that before. It's all lift up, lift up, lift up. You see someone's having a low day. Okay, are you all right? And now how can we lift you up? Not let's sit down and cry together and hate our lives together and
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
feel like victims of society because, we were talking about earlier. So if you
Yes.
have a way that you can get, maybe not necessarily yoga tribe, for example, but there's loads. There's wealth yogi, there's the like Jing's in the GIC, there's the Facebook community too. There's just so many ways that you can get involved, and
Mm.
it really will it will be the thing that changes your life, because we're always going to have those low days. Trust me, actually,
Oh,
even
yeah.
today I was just telling Jing, I woke up feeling awful. I had a migraine and was in a lot of pain. In those days you have to be so selective about who you spend your time in those days. Your tribe is going to be the difference between you having the upward triangle or the downward triangle. It really is. So literally, like, I really encourage you guys to get involved as much as you can in the community.
Definitely. I love that. I love what Amy just shared. And just while you were talking about, like on the low days, right? You need to have your tribe there. Your tribe could actually be the medicine, okay, remedy. That's a better word. Your tribe can be the remedy for you. And I hope Amy's feeling a lot better right now just by being in this conversation. Yeah, like the energy can flow virtually. Some of you may think, oh, I gotta be in like physical presence with that energy. You don't necessarily have to. In physical presence is a lot stronger. So imagine the toxic energy from the people with the negative energy when you're in physical presence with them, how much stronger it is. And also it can be equally strong when you do this virtually too. So we'll share that with you guys another day. Right? And like actually another thing I want to mention about being the tribe with Amy and all the beautiful yoginis and yogis in Y4M is that when it comes to the influence on your body image, when you do the right practice, when you have found yourself the right tribe, the right mentorship, and the right practice, boom. Okay, a lot of you want to get rid of like body fat, belly fat, right? No issues. That will be gone because when you change your vibration and when you are training with the right tribe, with the right methodology and the right mindset, your fat will go away, no problems. That is not even like we don't even see that as like a big issue, right? A lot of you think that the excessive body fat, belly fat is a big issue. But no, that is not the biggest issue. The bigger issue is about how yourself, your inner self can improve in this whole process. When your whole inner self is improved and influenced by the tribe, the belly fat or some healthy lifestyle sort of like habits and things would actually improve automatically. So, like in here, like inside the yoga tribe, I call it my yogini tribe, right? It actually really helped me like strengthen. It helped me strengthen my body image because every day we spend 4 hours together to work on our body and work on our mind and spirit. So every day we're strengthening our confidence muscles, not just strengthening our physical muscles, but we're strengthening our confidence muscles. And confidence is just like muscles. You have to train it. You have to use the right training to strengthen them. So the more we are together to train our body, and also we go through, yoga scripts, we go through meditation, breath work, and mindset intelligence and all that, the more it strengthens my confidence and also the way I see my body. And I can see the change in all the yoginis and yogis inside our tribe, right? A lot of you have met Axel. Look at him. He's a great. We're going to have to invite him as a male guest one of these days, right? Look how much confidence he has gained for his body, right? And then he's not embarrassed at all that if there are like poses that he cannot do, but he's working towards that. That is the level of confidence, the level of power that we are here to encourage everybody to have. So it's not about like focusing on the problems, how much you're not happy with it today, but focusing on what can you do to bring it to the next level? And I know that Amy has something to say. Yeah.
I was listening and I was thinking about Axel, and I was thinking about your brand name, which is Authentic Energy. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's about having authentic confidence, right?
Yes.
Because I think even the most confident people that I see, probably it's inauthentic. they're not truly confident with themselves. They appear outwardly confident, but they're not inwardly confident. And what Jing is trying to help you to do is become inwardly confident, authentically confident just because you are you, not because
Yes.
you have a six-pack or the arms or anything like that. And that is the most like fundamental starting point for your journey, because
Mm-hmm.
then you're not you're not confident on the outside and then hating yourself on the
Mm-hmm.
inside. You're not, oh, I think I'm a great person, but I'm not, don't want anyone to see me because, you know, I won't ever even switch my camera on because I don't want to be seen. So we want you to be confident in every aspect of yourself, confident starting from within, because it's I think the easiest place to start. And also then from the outside. I know that I really struggled with my weight all of my life. This will be another topic. I always find it so difficult. If I need to lose weight / want to lose weight, it's a battle. I can maintain weight really well. But the times that I've been my happiest, just and around the people who made me smile and feeling the most positive, that's when it's been the most easy to lose weight. The stress is reduced. You're more, I think just operating at a higher frequency energetically, your actual metabolism, maybe we can talk about
Yes,
science of this, maybe your
that's
metabolism
right.
speeds up. It probably does. Biochemistry here, I'm going to be researching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, totally. The cells are listening always.
This is why I'm so excited to you know, to support Jing with her vision, because I really saw
Thank
that
you.
authentic is so exactly what we need. Authentic confidence, right? So
Yeah, the
confidence
authentic
in
self.
yourself.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, Amy. And I love that you actually highlighted on the authentic aspect of the whole thing, because that's exactly in the essence, in the body confidence philosophy that authentic energy, that we're advocating here. So I don't know if Amy remembers, right? I actually remind the girls every day in the live challenge that remember our of body confidence is about that the body confidence does not depend on your physical appearance, but it focuses on your authentic self-expression. And also it is about your ability to take care of yourself, to love and to take care of yourself. So basically that encompasses, the importance of being authentic to yourself and being, totally comfortable, as who you are, right? Not just because I'm only comfortable, confident when I have six pack or tone muscles. What if you don't have it? Are you a different person? Right. And also we are talking about health, which, Amy and I are very big on. You have to take good care of your health. And, please don't let yourself get any sort of like, diseases or conditions or any, like we mentioned about like obesities or diabetes or any of that sort of like modern lifestyle related diseases as well. So when you build up the confidence, you know how to take care of yourself. Even if, say, like Amy said, even if you are aware that, okay, for the sake of my health, I need to work on, bring my weight down to like a healthier level, or some of you, I need to gain weight so that, I'm more healthy. When you have the confidence to know that's what your body needs, you will not have any of those feelings attached to that. Like, oh, I need to lose weight. Oh, I want to look like this and that. You know what I mean? You know the difference between, yeah, I need to lose weight. I'm working on it, versus, oh, I want to have that body. Oh my God, my weight, I check it every day. It's not dropping. I work with like hundreds of women. I know how it is. Right.
I
I
actually
know
don't
this.
ever weigh myself. I don't believe I must have gone down, like, I don't know how it converts to the US, but like
Oh,
from a size
pounds or
12 to 4, I don't know how much weight I lost, but I went from a size like 12 to 14. You aren't ever seeing these pictures on Facebook. Like, just me, they're deleted. That's how like much bigger I was, down to a size 6 to 8 in the
oh,
UK. Yeah.
that's a
But
massive
I
change.
never weighed myself,
Right.
because then we can talk about this another time,
Yes,
because
that's another topic. Maybe next week.
I was caught up in the numbers.
Yes,
And
I know. Oh
then
God, we can talk
you
about
have
that.
this amazing week, and then you stand on the scale, and then, well, what the hell's the point? Get
Yes.
potato chips out, get the McDonald's, and you've been strict and it's not even working. Then it's just a battle. So Yeah, I don't even believe in the scales. We can talk about that another time, but
Definitely. Oh, definitely. That's a great topic. I'm going to note it down. So next
yeah.
week, I believe a lot of ladies, if you're listening right now, write in the comments if you want to hear from us talking about the whole scale, weight scale, the whole weight measuring, sort of the whole area in that. Because I do have a lot to share too, especially that I have been helping a lot of people with the body transformation, and using the weight scale or even the body composition machine has been a big tool in the way that I actually, coach people. It's one of the tools I use. But also, like, I have found that very often a lot of people get very discouraged when they see the numbers. So that's when I started to see from the psychological aspect, from the mindset and spiritual coaching aspect, that using that kind of device, the scientific device, okay, sometimes it helps you track with the number, but then also psychologically it doesn't make a lot of people feel good when they feel like that number defines who I am, right? And also this is like a whole new another area that we can explore and talk about. So I know you guys are very excited, and also doesn't mean I can ditch my scale and all that. There are ways that you can still track your progress without weighing yourself, right? Just like what Amy did. It's very simple. I'm not going to go into that today because it's going to be like, I got more to say. Yeah, so I guess, before we wrap it up, I just want to ask Amy if we have any like final wisdom. Yeah, we should
I mean,
seal it with final wisdom, right? Seal it, seal the deal.
I was just thinking. I think just to wrap it up, I was just bringing it back to what we were saying at the beginning, where you have your vibration that you operate at, and I think most people, when they have a really good day, let's say they've been to a webinar and they feel amazing and they're in high vibe and they're like, this is it. This is going to be my vibration now, right? I'm going to be happy and blissful all the time. Now, that's not accurate. We all have days where we wake up and we just, for some reason, emotions are coming up, old stuff's coming up, things trigger us, and then we're down. And so it's about becoming to the point where you're fluctuating less. And what we've been talking about here with the tribe is such an, let's say, I want to say it's like a cheat in a way. Surround yourself with super high vibe people, and then you'll match up, and let's say the way that your vibrations are moving, instead of going from here to here, are going to be like just like this. So you have less high highs, like super high highs, then low lows. You'll be like pretty high all the time and be able to maintain it. So make sure like you're very choosy with the people that you're interacting and exchanging energy with, and surrounding yourself with positive people, and take your pick from this community because it's amazing. I know Jing's you've got a body confidence group, right?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, it's a body confidence builders group. And yeah, so I see a lot of men joining because they thought it was like a bodybuilder group or something. I'm like, read the text.
Or
I,
or they knew exactly what they were joining, and then
all right. I know they want to be surrounded by the lady vibe, right?
yeah,
The
yeah,
feminine vibe.
exactly.
I know that's why like a lot of you girls join the group and say, why do I have to answer this question? Like, are you a woman? Or like, I have to be very specific, like, and then some
Right.
like, of course, what's this? I was like, oh, you'll be surprised how many men are trying to
She's
join.
she's protecting she's protecting your energies.
Yes, I would have to protect that, right? So yeah, thank you so much, Amy. That was really, really amazing. And very similar to what Amy just said, you have to make sure that you stay balanced, keep your vibration high but balanced, right? When we're talking about high vibration, having that high vibes from your tribe, it doesn't mean that you have to go party and stay hyper all the time. It's not that. It's about sometimes, during even the high vibes, but you're still very calm on the inside. So this is when you actually have a lot of clarity in your mind, a lot of clarity in your spirit for you to know, for you to keep going in, the life path, the direction that you're taking. And also when you have the calmness and the clarity in you, this is when your confidence grows. This is when your power and strength grows. So you have less chaos, less clutter, and less of those the noises that you receive. You are able to push them away. Just like what Amy shared with us, right? She's able to push them away, and you don't double up that negative vibe, but you double up your own certainty and your own authenticity. So remember to stay authentic, stay strong, and get yourself a tribe. Be choosy with who you surround yourself with and be in the tribe. If you're not in a tribe already, make sure you reach out to Amy more information on Y4M Yoga Tribe, and reach out to me for the Body Confidence Tribe, the inner tribe. And of course, we have a lot of other tribes inside this circle too, right? So I think that's it for today, Amy.
Yeah,
I hate to
I'm
leave.
very grateful for this one actually, because I was telling her just before, I've been really struggling with a migraine today, and then just seeing your face, Jing, your beautiful face, and your energies and your eyebrows, and your triangle.
Yeah, trying on the eyebrows and then a lot of little things.
And then I start to think about bop it and pigeons, and then that's just an inside
Oh,
joke.
yeah. Thank you for introducing me to that, to
But
that
look,
toy.
you should honestly, I've been really low today, so this is just a demonstration of how people can lift each other up, and energy interact in that way. So thank you. I love you, Jing, and
Yeah, I love you too, Amy. And you really, your energy really uplifts me too. And it's always like a good, like, how should I say it, a beautiful alarm that, okay, this is what our philosophies are. This is what we promise each other to do in the tribe. And these are the values and the essences we have to stick with. So thank you so much. And those of you who are new here, we're here every Wednesday. This is our commitment, right? We come here every Wednesday, Wednesday Women's Wellness. Right.
women's
Wellness
wellness
Wednesday.
Wednesday. One of the way around. We'll change it every week.
www, yes, not World Wide Web. www every Wednesday and at UK time 5 p.m., right? Yes. Yeah, UK time 5 p.m. So tune in here live. I'll make sure that next week we'll send out an early notification for you, for all of you. And this week I've been so bogged down with the challenge. So those of you who haven't really joined our challenge, we still have 2 more days to go. We're only halfway, so you can still join. It's never too late. And I'll just put the link. I don't know. Maybe I have to ask Amy to put it in the caption. I'll put it in. Yeah, I'll put it in the description. So for you girls to sign up, you still got 2 days with me and Master and all the girls. And don't be jealous if you see other girls leveling up and taking the actions and get out of the comfort zone, because that can be you too.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone's
All
got
you
to
need,
start somewhere.
exactly. All you need to do is just get yourself out of that bubble and get uncomfortable. Okay, Amy, we're gonna say goodbye to everybody and I have to leave you here too. Thank you so much. I look forward to next week.
Love you
Bye.
all. Love you,
Love
Jing.
you. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.